Hello. So it's lunchtime and a lot of you have asked me about something that I've been talking about a lot lately, and that's a Velveeta grilled cheese. Now, I know you probably don't need a recipe for how to make a grilled cheese, so this is more like let's eat some comfort food together and just hang out. So this was my favorite sandwich growing up. My grandpa would make it for me whenever I played hooky from school, and he was my babysitter, and he'd always make me a grilled cheese and serve it with a Sprite and a sweet pickle, and we'd watch The Price is Right. So when quarantine time started and I went to do my stock up at the grocery store, I can never get these boxes open. I said, I need some Velveeta. That's my comfort go-to. See if I can get it out of the box. All right, now, let's see. Actually, if I think about it, my other favorite sandwich from my grandpa was a bologna sandwich, because my mom would never make anything like that, and he would do fried bologna with yellow mustard on white bread. Also, this grilled cheese would have been on white bread, but I don't have any white bread. I've only got wheat bread, and we're using what we've got these days, right? So if I had white bread, that's what it would be. All right, a little bit of Velveeta. Don't knock it until you've had it. Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise always went on the inside, but I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm also going to put a very thin layer on the outside of the bread. So this is great. It's kind of like a little diner secret when you're making grilled cheese, or you can actually do this on a quesadilla too, on the outside of the tortilla. Just a thin layer, and it will give you the most perfectly browned bread. It's great. And instead of butter, I mean, of course you can use butter, but this just really browns up nicely. And then I'm gonna put a nice little layer of mayonnaise on the inside too. And it gets all nice and creamy when the cheese melts. All right, put my cheese in. And you know I'm gonna serve this with a sweet pickle. All right, into my skillet. It's a nice sizzle. And I like to cook a grilled cheese on medium low, so that it has time for the cheese to get really melty, but not burn the outside of the bread. So I typically put a lid on it and let the cheese melt. And while that cooks, let's check out my freezer. So come on in here. Y'all are gonna see that I'm disorganized. But this thing is packed to the gills. So I've got a random package of ground beef right here. Frozen broccoli, frozen spinach, frozen cauliflower rice, peas. I've got half open bags of sweet potato fries. Uh-oh, there's some pig in a blankets down there. Frozen fruit. I love my frozen fruit. I feel like I'm almost kind of, hello. I'm kind of like stashing my frozen fruit because I go through it so quickly. So I actually haven't eaten a whole lot of it. And then up here, more veggies. We've got bacon, a pork tenderloin that we froze, some of my shredded chicken. So if you buy whole chicken and roast it, shred it up and put it in little individual bags, because then you can use this for multiple recipes. And then up here, I've got a lot of frozen meat, skirt steak, ground beef. There's some tortillas in there, sausages, ground chicken. So hopefully that keeps us nice and stocked. I always feel like, is it gonna close? Is it not gonna close? All right, let me grab a spatula. Where's my spatula? Oh, over here. Let's see how our sandwich is doing. Oh, I already kind of burned it. All right, I'm turn this down a little bit more and just let that cheese melt. I'm gonna get out my sweet pickles. I like it a little burned like that though. That's fine by me, because then it's nice and crunchy. Nice and crunchy. I'm gonna get a fork, because, oh, who's that? Who's having a little bite to eat over there? I think that fingers don't belong in pickle jars. So go ahead and get my pickle out. I love a sweet gherkin. And I actually find that they're a little difficult to locate in New York stores. You know, when you're in the South, they're everywhere. Speaking of being in the South, mayonnaise. I got a lot of messages from you all last time when I made that salmon salad about Duke's mayonnaise. I know all about Duke's. It's very good, but you also can't really get that in the North. All right, let's see. How's our Velveeta going? We're looking really nice and browned. Just needs another minute. And by covering it up, it really helps that cheese to melt. So I'm just gonna get fancy while we wait on it. And I'm gonna cut my pickle in two. Maybe I'll even cut it in quarters. We're going really fancy with this grilled cheese. This Velveeta grilled cheese. So how's everybody doing? What are you eating for breakfast and lunch? I think breakfast and lunch can become the meals that are a little difficult. Dinner, it's like you think about it, you put all of your efforts into the dinner. But breakfast and lunch is kind of like, okay, what am I gonna do? I don't want to eat too much of that. I might be using that at dinner time. I had, you know, we're really conserving our perishables. So I had a little bit of a head of iceberg left, and carrots are a great thing to buy because those last forever. So chopped up a carrot and put on there. I had about this much of a cucumber left, and I chopped that up, and I made myself a little trough salad, but it wasn't enough. I need a little bit more. All right, my cheese is looking really nice and melty. We're almost there. See how nice and brown that is? Look at that little cheese drop over there. I feel like that needs to be sampled. Delicious. What is your number one comfort food right now? Tell me. And are you team, I'm gonna eat all the comfort food I want, or the team of people who's like getting in shape while they're in quarantine? And there's a little bit of both. Some people are saying that they're gonna come out of this looking their best and feeling their best. I feel like I'm gonna do a combo. All right, this is done. Get in here. And that's where I'm at, right there. I like a diagonal cut. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That cheese. Look at the drippage. I mean, that tastes like childhood. And having the mayonnaise on the outside, the bread is so crispy and crunchy. And then the mayonnaise inside just makes the whole thing creamier. I love it. I hope you all are gonna have some good comfort food. And that you're feeling good. And I really appreciate you watching and hanging out. I love getting your comments. You all brighten my day. It's a way of being connected to each other, so thank you. No grilled cheese for you, pal.